you want to do is to head to the site canva.com, and if you're using a mobile device, simply head to either your Play Store or your App Store and then download and install Canva application. Now once you're here in Canva, proceed with the next steps. Now all you have to do once you're inside the Canva application or Canva website, come here to where you have create, click on create and then search for poster. All right, now once you search for poster, you will be brought out with a whole lot of designs and templates you can actually select from for you to design your poster. But then we're going to be going for the common one, which is basically poster landscape over here. Now all you have to do next is to click on it. Now once you click on it, Canva is going to open the blank template for you to actually start designing. Now, one major reason why a whole lot of people use Canva is the fact that it made it very simple. You don't have to design from the scratch. Rather, on the left hand side, you're going to see several templates for you to actually select from and start designing from. Now, the idea here is that you simply want to type in the search icon area on a particular niche you are interested in creating a poster from. You simply want to insert a keyword related to what you have in mind. For example, let's say I want to create a poster related to football. All I have to do is to type in football over here and then enter. Now, as you guys can see, it's going to bring out a whole lot of templates for us to select from based on football. Same thing applies to whatever niche you're trying to create a poster for. If it's going to be about cooking, for example, just simply type in cooking over here. And then as you guys can see, we have several examples for cooking. If it's going to be about a business, more like a class, a master class, for example, feel free to type in the keyword and then Canva is going to bring out a whole lot of templates for you to select from. And then after you see all these templates, all you have to do is to select the one you love and start editing. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to be making a poster related to a football match because I have an event today and I want to use this opportunity to make the football poster. All right, so now all I'm going to do is to type in football as the keyword here, and then as you guys can see, Canva is going to bring out a whole lot of poster templates for me to select from. Now the next thing I need to do is to scroll through and look for something I am interested in. Now, let's say it's going to be this particular one. I think I like this one. Okay, so all you have to do next is to click on it. Now, once you click on it, as you guys can see, Canva is automatically going to fill the blank templates with these particular templates. Now, the next simple thing you need to start doing is to feel free to start editing it to exactly what you have in mind, starting with the details and information. Now, a whole lot of people used to ask me, what exactly is the difference between a poster and a flyer? A poster is simply a type of graphic design that shows the main idea. It shows the main text. It doesn't have a whole lot of information. It just gives you the idea of that particular event or that particular thing you want to do. Okay, so that's the idea of a poster compared to a flyer. A flyer gives you all the details about that particular event or that particular thing or that particular business. Okay, now all we have to do now is to start editing what we have here in the templates. For example, this is Phil's Sports Grill. Okay, so I'm going to change it to my football club name. Okay, so I'm going to say KitKat FC for example. So this is basically my club name, so KitKat FC and now I can decide to change this particular logo, or I can also decide to just delete it. In case you still want to add a logo and you don't have a logo, okay, all you have to do is to delete this, come here to elements, all right, and then search for a free logo related to football. Okay, so I can just search for football here under elements. Please do not make the mistake. This is under elements, not templates. Now under elements here, I can decide to look for graphics and then look for something that I can actually use. Okay, so for example, let's say I want to use this particular free football. Anything you see here that has a golden crown simply means you need to pay money for it. Okay, so I'm going to be going for something free. Okay, so I'm going to go for this one. Now, once it's selected, as you guys can see, it's going to drop on the template. And then from here, all you have to do next is to reduce it and then take it to the area where you want it to be. Now, you guys need to understand the main idea. The main idea is for you to go to elements in case you need an element or an icon, and then search for what exactly you want. Search for the name, and then Canva is going to bring out a whole lot of things you can select from. All right, now I'm going to put this football over here. I'm going to take it to the center over here. All right, so I'm going to reduce it more and then put it over here. So this is fine. Now the next simple thing you want to do is to start editing the other text over here. So here we have get ready for game day Sunday. Okay, so instead of get ready, I'm going to say live match over here. Okay, so live match. All right. And now the next thing here is what exactly is the football going to be about. Please understand that whatever I'm teaching you guys right now applies to whatever type of poster you want to do. All you simply have to do is to come here to, the normal poster, go to the template, search for something related to the aspect of the poster you want to create. If it's football, type in football. Canva is going to bring out a whole lot of templates, whatever niche at all, and then you want to start editing and adjusting the template itself. Now over here, I'm going to make it KidCast FC because it's KidCast FC versus Aisha FC. Okay, so KidCast FC versus Aisha FC. All right. Now all you have to do for this is actually big. In case you want to make it little, all you have to do is to drag the circle icon anywhere, any aspect of the 4 angles. Just reduce it, and then I can drag this straight. So Aisha FC is, in an horizontal manner. And then all you have to do next is to just take it up a bit. Now we have live match over here, which is great. Nice. And in case you want to increase this one as well, just do the same thing. The circle area, just drag it. Okay, and now we have it bigger. Now the next thing here, as you guys can see, is the date itself. Okay, and here in the date, I'm gonna make it today because it's actually happening today. So I'm gonna make it 23. Okay, so today is 23rd of March. Okay, so I'm gonna change this to dots 03 and then dot 26. Okay, now feel free to delete the ones that are not necessary, so feel free to delete this. And if you guys notice, this is more of a slant design. In case you want it to be horizontal, there is an icon you would be adjusting. Click on that particular thing, and then you can see this angular or circular arrows. So this is basically what you want to adjust and make it 0. Once you make it 0, it means it is on a straight line. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing for this particular rectangular box. Okay, so I'm going to make it 0 as well. Now we have it straight. Now I can take this to the center. Okay, click on this one as well, take it to the center, and now we have the time looking very, very nice. And now the final thing here at the bottom is where we have the website. In case you don't have a website like me, you can simply insert your social media page. Okay, now for you to do that, all you have to do is to click on it. If you're using a mobile device, it's basically the same thing. Just double click on it, and then you can change this to ads. Okay, let's say at KidCast FC. That's the handle, for example, on Instagram. Okay, and then I can delete this website. It's not necessary. Now if you guys notice, how would people even know what social media is telling them? I didn't add Instagram logo or Facebook logo. Now for you to actually do that, so you can actually ensure your poster looks very, very well, you want to come here to elements again and then search for that particular element you need. And this time, what we need is an Instagram logo, for example. So all I have to do here is to search for Instagram and then enter. So now over here, you can just scroll down and look for the exact Instagram logo. And already we have it here in Canva. So all I have to do is to click on it. All right, as you guys can see, it's very big. So I'm going to reduce the size. Okay, and then take it to the front over here. Now same thing applies in case you have Facebook Facebook page, you have Twitter page, whatever it might be. Come here, search for the social media name as an element, add the logo and then add text. And in case you want to add more text and you don't want it to be together, all you have to do is to click on the normal text and then click on this duplicate over here. And once you click on duplicate, you can drag this down. As you guys can see, we have 2 of it. You can keep pressing as many duplicates as you want. Okay, and then you can start editing the text. Type what exactly you want to type, and then that's basically how it works. Okay, now in case you also want to change colors of your text, for example, here we have this is more like a golden color. In case you want it to be other colors, all you have to do is to click on that particular thing you want to change the color, whatever it might be on the template. Click on it, and then you want to go here to where you have color. So click on the color, and then you can change it to whatever color you want. So for example, I'm going to make this green. Okay, so I'm going to leave it green. Okay, and then let's say you want to change this KidCast FC for example, you're going to see text color as well, and then select whatever color you want. So I'm going to make it white. Okay, so now as you guys can see, that's basically how it works. And now the final thing here is the image the image area. In case you don't want to use the same image, okay, all you have to do is to click on it and then delete it. Now if you notice, this particular cloud and land type of picture, this is basically a 2D picture, is what we call frame. We call it frame on Canva. Frame are simply how do I put it, simply elements where Canva put in place, so that in case you have pictures, automatically once you drop the picture inside, it fills that particular shape of the frame. For example, let's say I want to add my own picture, or I want to use other pictures on Canva here. All I have to do is to search for the keywords. That's the idea. Search for a keyword related to what you want. Okay, so let's say I want football again. Okay, enter. Now instead of graphics, I'm going to go to photos. Now once I click photos, as you guys can see, we have several photos we can select from. And do not forget that the one that has the golden icon simply means you're going to make payment. And if you want something free, go for the one that doesn't have anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to go for this particular image. For example, all you have to do is to drag it to that particular frame, and as you guys can see, it's going to automatically be updated. And that's basically how it works. Now the final thing you need to do is to ensure you're changing the text, the name of this particular poster. I can just make it KitKat FC versus Aisha FC. And then lastly, how exactly are you going to download this poster? It is very simple. Come here to where you have share on either your mobile device or your PC like me. Click on share and then come here to where you have download. Now once you click on download, as you guys can see, we have several file type you can download based on. If you want it to be a picture, you can go for PNG. If you want it to be a printable file where you take it to a print shop and then they can make it even the physical thing, then you want to go for PDF. So whatever one you want to go for, simply go for it and then click on download. And then once you download, you're going to have your poster downloaded inside your device. And that's basically how to design a poster using Canva. I want to believe you all learned a whole lot in this particular video. If you surely did and you haven't still subscribed, make sure to subscribe, drop a like on the video, and also feel free to share this video with your friends and family members. Thanks for watching, guys. As you guys can see, looks so good. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next highly informative video.